moving on with the build, we will be tackling the interior this time. Just a heads up, November 7th was my birthday. That's when I recorded most of this, and I cut some of it out because I wasn't in a right state of mind. So you're gonna be missing quite a bit on this video. Now that disclaimer's out of the way, first thing I did was paint the interior tub here in aluminium. Then realized that there's parts that's also aluminium, so I just glued them in and repainted it all. So I will always use the expensive Tamiya tape where I need a good clean paint line. And for the parts that don't really need a good clean line, that just need covered up so they don't get paint on them, I will use this Dollar Tree stuff. Off camera, I just painted those little bits in satin black to simulate the rubber kick panels these cars had. Those of you with a keen eye will see the seat in the background. We'll be talking about that later. During my birthday, I had tried to play with my cat Gravy, and I got PTSD because she tore me up. Cats and alcohol don't really mix. Now, about that seat. I shot it in the Tamiya TS8 rattle can. I believe it's Italian red. It's gloss. So after it dried, I just shot it with a flat clear. That done two things for it. First, it knocked down a lot of that gloss to give this a semi-gloss look to simulate that vinyl, and it protected it so I could put tape on it and mask it off. This was that same semi-gloss black that I painted the kick panels in. I need to leave the door to the garage closed because I keep getting visitors. This seat just popped in and was probably the best fitting part of this entire kit. This, I just painted in the dual chrome metallizer just to kind of break up all the aluminium in there. Remember how I mentioned I wasn't in a right state of mind and cut some stuff out? Some of that was me installing that firewall. finally, I will use some panel iron accent to get down inside the gates and the shifter just to give it some depth. These decals are all pretty much the same. Slide them off the water slide backing, position them with a toothpick, then pat them down with a Q-tip. To complete them, I just did just a little bitty tiny dab of microsol. Don't do too much here, because then you will float the decals and you have to start all over. I have both microset and microsol. I tend to only break out the microset if I'm trying to get the decals to suck down and conform to a very odd shape. Other than that, I just stick to warm tap water and microsol. I was kind of surprised they didn't give me a decal for the center of that thing. For these fiddly bits, don't use super glue. Use a plastic cement that does not instantly set, because you will have to position it a few times just to get it just right. With that in place, that rounds off the interior. Those of you that follow along with me on Instagram know that this car is done. It has been entered in a competition. No winner announced yet, but it's done. And I'm just now getting around to editing the videos. So stick around if you want to see the rest of it. I want to thank you again for watching.